Are you tired of watching your hard-earned money disappear before you even realize it? The money freeze method is a simple yet powerful strategy that helps you stop overspending instantly. By creating a pause between the urge to buy and the actual purchase, this method gives you control over your finances, reduces impulsive spending, and helps you build lasting financial discipline. Whether it's online shopping, dining out, or random impulse buys, the money freeze method can put an immediate stop to wasteful spending and set you on the path to financial freedom. Today we'll talk about the money freeze method. Stop overspending instantly. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The money freeze method. The money freeze method is a simple yet highly effective strategy designed to curb impulsive spending and regain control over your finances immediately. Unlike traditional budgeting techniques, which rely heavily on planning and long-term discipline, the money freeze method focuses on instant behavioral changes that prevent unnecessary expenditures before they happen. This method is particularly beneficial for those who find themselves repeatedly falling into patterns of impulsive or emotional spending, despite having a budget in place. Understanding overspending behavior to stop overspending, it's critical to understand why it happens in the first place. Overspending is often rooted in psychological triggers such as stress, peer pressure, social media influence, and the desire for instant gratification. Behavioral finance studies indicate that humans are naturally prone to spending money as a way to achieve short-term pleasure or emotional relief. Recognizing the underlying triggers behind your purchases is the first step toward effectively implementing the money freeze method. The core principle of the money freeze. At its core, the money freeze method is about creating a pause between the desire to purchase and the actual act of spending. By freezing your money, temporarily restricting access to it, or delaying spending, you create a window of time to reflect on whether a purchase is necessary or merely impulsive. This simple interruption exploits the psychological fact that the urge to spend often diminishes when given time to reconsider. Step 1. Identify your spending triggers. The first step in implementing the money freeze method is identifying your personal spending triggers. Common triggers include online shopping notifications, flash sales, payday euphoria, peer pressure from friends, or emotional states such as boredom, stress, or anxiety. Keeping a spending journal for a week or two can reveal patterns, highlighting where you are most vulnerable to impulsive spending. Awareness of these triggers is essential because it informs the strategies you'll use to freeze your money. Step 2. Create a cooling-off period. Once triggers are identified, the next step is instituting a cooling-off period. This involves delaying any non-essential purchase for a specific amount of time, commonly 24 to 72 hours. For example, if you see a tempting item online, instead of buying it immediately, note it down and revisit it after the cooling-off period. Most impulsive purchases lose their appeal during this time, helping you distinguish between wants and genuine needs. Step 3. Freeze access to funds. A practical component of the money freeze method is physically or digitally freezing access to your money. This could involve transferring discretionary funds into a separate account, using cash envelopes for fixed categories, or temporarily freezing credit cards via mobile apps. By restricting immediate access to money, you create a natural barrier against spontaneous spending, reinforcing the cooling-off period and making overspending far less likely. Step 4. Implement spending rules. Clear rules are critical to making the money freeze method work consistently. Examples include: no purchase above a set amount without approval, set a threshold for discretionary spending, and freeze purchases above that limit. No impulse online purchases. Only shop online after reviewing your cart for 24 hours. Weekly spending review. Regularly evaluate all discretionary spending to ensure alignment with financial goals. These rules act as guardrails, preventing overspending while instilling long-term financial discipline. Step 5. Replace impulsive spending with alternatives. Behavioral research suggests that simply restricting spending is insufficient if the emotional urge to spend is not addressed. The money freeze method recommends replacing spending with alternative behaviors that provide similar emotional rewards without financial cost. Examples include going for a walk, journaling, engaging in a hobby, or exercising. These alternatives satisfy emotional needs while avoiding financial consequences. Step 6. Track progress and reflect. Tracking your progress is essential to reinforce behavioral change. Maintain a log of instances where you successfully froze your money and avoided impulsive purchases. Reflecting on the benefits, such as increased savings, reduced stress, or achieving financial milestones, reinforces the habit. Over time, the money freeze method builds self-awareness, allowing you to naturally resist overspending without conscious effort. Benefits of the money freeze method. The money freeze method offers multiple benefits beyond immediate financial control. It cultivates mindfulness about spending habits, reduces stress associated with financial uncertainty, and fosters a long-term savings mindset. By consistently applying this method, you can transform impulsive spending behaviors into deliberate, conscious financial choices, ultimately creating a more stable and secure financial future. Advanced techniques for money freezing. For those who want to deepen the practice, advanced techniques include automating transfers to savings accounts immediately upon payday, using digital spending alerts to identify potential overspending in real time, and combining the money freeze method with goal-oriented financial planning. Gamifying the process by setting rewards for successful adherence can further increase motivation and compliance. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. While effective, the money freeze method can fail if not implemented properly. Common pitfalls include ignoring triggers, setting unrealistic freezing periods, or failing to track progress. To avoid these mistakes, be honest about emotional triggers. Start with achievable cooling-off periods and gradually extend them. Regularly review and adjust your spending rules to match real-life challenges. Building lasting financial discipline. The money freeze method is more than just a quick solution. It's a powerful framework for long-term financial transformation. Unlike traditional budgeting, which only tracks where your money goes, this method actively reshapes how you think about spending. It trains your mind to question urges, delay gratification, and make decisions based on logic rather than impulse. By creating intentional pauses between desire and spending, you activate your critical thinking instead of emotional reactions. This short pause helps you ask, do I need this? Will it improve my life in the long run? Is it worth delaying my long-term goals? That moment of reflection alone can stop countless unnecessary purchases. Restricting easy access to funds. By using separate savings accounts, investment wallets, or delayed payment methods, adds a protective layer between you and impulsive spending. The more steps it takes to spend, the more time you have to think. This rewires your decision-making patterns and builds financial self-control. Over time, these habits don't just help you save money. They transform your mindset. You shift from being a reactive spender to a strategic planner, someone who spends based on priorities and purpose. You begin to appreciate financial security more than the temporary thrill of buying. You start celebrating saving as much as spending. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.